Hey everybody, it's Josh with Talk About Trek. Happy New Year. As we come into the new year, you know what we got to do? We got to look at a bunch of Star Trek books, right? We were lucky enough again to make it up to Federation headquarters, and today it was just strictly a shopping day. So I went with my list in hand, and I was, it's not in hand now, it's down there. But anyway, I came prepared. I knew what I was looking for. I had a goal in mind. And since last time I was there, I was able to kind of like fully organize the shelves. It was just so simple to find what we were looking for. So let's kind of go over the spreadsheet here again. Oh boy, we love spreadsheets on this channel, don't we? Look at this. All right, here we go. So here, of course, is our Star Trek novels master list. Stand up there. Okay, and green means we got it, yellow means we need it. So we do still need these two young adult books, but that's fine, that's fine. Look at the rest of this green, that's beautiful. Oh, we did add a new entry. Blue. Blue is now a book that is one that I have like a large hardcover version of that I need to replace with a smaller paperback version. Just for the sake of space, right? Because we just, there's only so much room. So we did start doing that. But we need this one here. And I did go ahead and order that one. Because I knew we didn't have it at Federation headquarters, right? So we're still going down. But what do we got here? Looks like we needed Recovery, The Fearful Summons, and First Frontier. How did we do? Shadowy thing right there. Oh, anyway, don't worry about that. Pay no attention to that thing. So yes, we did get, and this is 73, 74, and 75 respectively. Right, here we go. Recovery. Look at that, you got a bearded McCoy right there, the final book in the best-selling Lost Years saga. The First Frontier. Well, this is interesting. Looks like a velociraptor, am I right? Stranded in an alternate timeline. And we got dinosaurs. And the Fearful Summons. Featuring Sulu and Kirk there. Look at that nice sweater Kirk's got on, right? It's like something's going on there, right? He's not in his uniform. He's got some nice sweater on. Anyway. So that fills in for us. Let's go right to it. And again, this is going to be a very exciting video where we strictly look at books and we look at spreadsheets. So, hold on to your hats. So anyway, we're going to take this green and we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. Oh boy. Boy, that feels pretty good. Okay, here we go. All right. Across the Universe, number 88. Did I find Across the Universe, number 88, by Pamela Sargent and George Zabrowski? You better believe I did. And this is a ship from the past posing a danger to the future. Look at that. Whoa. Very cool. So number 88. Let's go back to the old spreadsheet here. We're going to take this, clear that, and okay. All right. We're doing really good. We're doing really good here. Marco Palmieri and more for Constellations. Now that one, I had to look in a different section. Was not in the what am I trying to say? The paperback section, the small paperback section. It was in the large paperback section, which means it won't fit on the regular shelf. Well, you know what? Scratch that. It may. There's the That's a different video. That's a whole different video. But here is Constellations. And this is a collection of tales. You've got multiple authors in here: Howard Weinstein, Christopher Bennett, Jill Sherwin, Dayton Ward, and Kevin Dillmore. And plus a story from Tokyo Pop's new Star Trek manga. Oh, let's check that out. You know, I'm sorry I forgot. The comic day was on New Year's Eve, so I really couldn't do a video. But here, to make up for that, check out this Star Trek manga page. Yeah, there you go. That's what you get. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, yeah, we got Constellations now, and we'll see where that will fit into the grand scheme of everything over there. But let's go ahead and go back. We gotta go back here. We're gonna clear this. Oh, that was incorrect. Nope. Reset and paste. Oh, okay. We're doing really good. All right. And here, let's listen. I know what I got here. Did we get Excelsior #1, Forged in Fire? We got it. Look at that, man. What is going on with Sulu here? Michael Martin, and Andy Mangles. Excelsior, Forged in Fire. So, we got it. Let's cross it off our list here. Boom. All right, next. Errand of Fury #3, Sacrifices of War. This is a book by Kevin Ryan. And yeah. I don't like the cover. You know, I'm not a fan of covers like this. I'm not a fan of covers like that. Based on the episode Errand of Mercy, written by Gene L. Kuhn. Interesting. So, we've got that one. Let's go back to the old spreadsheet here, because we can go ahead and cross that one off as well. Boom. Okay. That's a lot of green. It clocks in at 187. Well, I guess if you take away this, that's 86, 85, 84. 184 of the first published original series books are mine. Part of my collection. Alright, how else did we do here? Did we get any more? We did. We got some more. This one does not belong, but this one and this one, and this one, and this one. We already talked about that one. We didn't talk about this one yet. Or this one. Hold on there. This one, that's different, and that's different. But we can talk about this one. I got 22 books today. So, just hang in there, pause the video, go make yourself a coffee, get yourself a tea, a glass of water. This is going to go on for a minute here, right? Here we go. So, oh my God, children are yelling and screaming inside. Absolute madness. Cats and dogs living together. So hopefully they can figure that out. Anyway, we took a couple out there. So we mainly focused on the original series today. So, oh my God. Whoa, all right, we're good. So we have another 6 that we can add to our list here. And I guess we'll try to do it in the order that makes sense. First, we did get The Unspoken Truth by Margaret Wonder Bonano. And that does come with a... alright, somebody's bookmark in there. Anyway, we got this. We've got... choice. I thought we saw that one, but I guess we didn't. But we did get That Which Divides. This is a novel by Dayton Ward. And we got... What's the next one? The Shocks University. Serpents in the Garden. And I do like this cover. I am a fan of this cover. I don't know what's going on here. What's he wearing? This is by Jeff Marriott. Alright, so anyway, that's 3. So let's take those 3. Let's go to the old spreadsheet. Okay? Because as soon as we are done with this video, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to shelve all these bad boys, and it's going to be a wonderful thing. There, come down a little tiny bit. There we go. Hello. Alright. Alright, so we got that one. We've got That Which Divides now. We can take that off the list. Boom. And we've got Serpents in the Garden. Boom. Okay. Set these to the side. Back to the large cam. Hello again. And we've got Crisis of Consciousness by Dave Delanter. We've got Child of Two Worlds by Greg Cox. And we've got Savage Trade by Tony Daniel. And finally, the last off of this TOS list here, Legacies number 3, Purgatory's Key by Dayton Ward and Kevin Dillmore. So that's 4 more. Let's go back. We gotta cross those 4 off the list here, right? So, Purgatory's Key. Let's start right there since that's right in front of me. Reset. Paste. Boom. Done. Savage Trade. You are now part of the collection. Boom. I hope you guys like spreadsheets as much as I do. I mean, if they're Star Trek spreadsheets. Most other spreadsheets are terrible. But this is a very nice spreadsheet. Boom. Child of Two Worlds. And finally, the Crisis of Consciousness. Very, very, very good. Boom. Whoa. We are very, 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 very close here. Look at this. Look at this, my friends. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I am a mere 18 books away from having the full and complete, well, I guess, now there's the other 3 at the top, right? 18, 19, 20, 21. So, this list here, which I think it's a fairly accurate list, right? I think it's fairly accurate. 229 books, and I'm 21 away from the whole and complete set. Whoa, that's going to be awesome. Now the question is, will they all fit into the space I have arranged for them? I've got plans. I've got a plan. I've got an idea, and we're going to see how that goes. We got a lot to put on the shelf tonight, and it's going to open it up. And I'm going to be like, well, now I know what I got to do, right? So anyway, now that wasn't everything that we got today. We actually did, let me see, we talked about these ones, we talked about that one. Ah, perfect, okay. There is this other section here, miscellaneous, and there's quite a few of these kind of miscellaneous series and things here that go on, of course. So, right here, you can see we've got quite a few of these. We are looking to fill out a couple of codas, Department of Temporal Investigations, Hidden Universe, Prey. Looks like we need something from Prey. And knowing that, and I was sitting there going through those TOS books, and what did I find? I did find Prey. This is book 1, Hell's Heart by John Jackson Miller. And I think I've read some John Jackson Miller. Yes, he wrote Rogue Elements, the Picard one, and High Country, the Strange New Worlds one. Both of those were excellent. So this is Prey, and I'm not going to read the back because that's nothing I do, but looking forward to getting into that someday, right? Anyway, that's Prey, and that's Prey number 1. So, wait, before we do that, let's look at these two too. In addition to Prey, we found 2 from the Prometheus little set here. And that's called Fire with Fire, and this is The Root of All Rage, and these were both by Bernd Perples and Christian Humberg. And they, I forget what the story was behind that, but I was looking into it a little bit, and I'll do that a little bit further, but there are 3 of these Prometheus books, and now I have 2. So let's go on back to the old spreadsheet here and see what we can do. First off, we can go right here and we can go boom. Alright, we love that. Love to see it. Prometheus. Here we go. We got 2 Prometheus. 1 here. And we've got 1 here. Oh, boom. Okay, beautiful. Just need 1 more there. Seekers. Oh, I did see some Seekers today. I didn't grab it. You know, we can't get it all at once. I don't think we got any of this stuff today either. What else did we get? Oh, we did get something down here. Hang on. Where do we go? Ah, perfect. We've got Articles of the Federation by Keith R.A.D. Candido. Looking forward to reading that one at some point too. I like these ones that kind of get into like the kind of that the politics of the Federation and that kind of stuff. Very good. And then what we did is we said we are in the process of replacing bigger books with little books. We had a large version of Shockwave. Now we have a regular sized version of Shockwave. If you want the large version, I'm going to take it up to the Federation headquarters, and there it will be. So we don't need to cross anything extra off there, but we will cross off, going back here, boom. Oh my god, I love it. I love it so much. The Articles of the Federation. Oh, look, there's a lot of green on these. This is so green. Alright, so I'm not going to do it right now during this video, but as soon as I shelve these books, and we have 1 more to talk about, I believe here, just 1 more to talk about, I'm going to make the final list, you know. And also I had to take into account what I do have on order. And I guess we can talk about that too. I did go ahead and order the... Where am I going here? So this is the TNG list. And the only things we needed were the young adult versions of Insurrection and Nemesis. So we got them. They're ordered. They will be here. And then I'll have to find this What Would Captain Picard Do? And that's the last one, right? That's fantastic. But the last one that we will talk about today that we got here is another finishing one. We did get the final New Frontiers book, No Limits. Boom. Now, we are not counting our ebooks or anything like that. So once I went through and I scrubbed the list a little bit and I took off the ones that were ebooks, I realized, man, Josh, you got almost all the print books. So here, the final one we're looking at today, which this is a cool... Alright, I'm not a fan of like photo covers like this typically. But I guess I like that he's got the sword. But wait, look, this is supposed to be Mackenzie Calhoun. Where is his freaking scar at, right? Anyway, so I don't know what's going on there, but this is No Limits. And, again, we're not going to read the back, because that's going to give away some things. But maybe this is, I think this is a collection of short stories, right? So anyway, that finishes out the complete New Frontiers series as well. So we are really, like, inching ever closer to having the full and complete set, right? So we're going to keep you guys updated as we get closer to that, of course. And again, as soon as we finish this, we're going right to the shelf. We're going to shelve these things. And then we're going to come up with the final plan. Because now we know exactly how many we need. You know, how much space they're going to take up. And what we need to do to accommodate all of them. Now I know you're saying, Josh, you got all these Star Trek books. When are you going to be back to talk about another Star Trek book? And it probably won't be until February, because I am taking I try to do at least like once a year a Trek break where I pick up another book, a different style of book, and read that. And we have jumped back into the world of French literature with Les Miserables, and going to be reading that for January. And so far, so good. But in the meanwhile of reading that, we will be completing the Trek Lit collection here. And, boy, that's going to be a thing, right? Oh, we did get... Shit. Hold on, 1 second. We got one more we can talk about. I knew they didn't have it at the store, so I just went ahead and ordered it. So we did get Shadows Have Offended, the TNG book, and I did already cross that one off the list. One of the last ones that we needed, other than those 2 young adult books. So, and again, we got some stuff coming in the mail. So, I think when that stuff comes in and we got a few things to talk about, we'll come back and we'll talk about all that then. And then when we have the final shelf, I think that's going to be a fun one to go over and actually go through the whole thing, because that's fun. It's just fun to sit and look at it if you're a big fan of Star Trek books. And if you sat here and you've listened to me talk for 20 minutes about Star Trek books, then you undoubtedly are a big fan of Star Trek books. Otherwise, what in the world are you doing here? Anyway, thanks for hanging out and listening. One more thing. When we were in Sandusky, I picked this thing up, the Roddenberry Vault, which has got some cool behind-the-scenes stuff that I've never seen this before, and I'm interested to see what is on it. So I'm going to be popping that in and getting that on my computer and checking that out here shortly and seeing what that's about. So anyway, thanks for hanging out as always, my friends. Live long and prosper, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good night.